Okay, here's then. Right. Good evening, Miss Rita. Welcome. Long time.
How are you?
Good, good, good. Good evening, Mr. Marian. Morning for you.
Morning, yes.
Yeah. Okay. We'll just wait for a few minutes. Meanwhile, I think I've just started with the recordings already. So we can just start with any doubts or any questions. Then meanwhile, in the next session, when everyone has turned up, we will just then do the healing part. So wanted to know, how's crystal healing going with you people? Any practices, any information to share? And at the same time, any doubts in the calculation parts? Do you need the numerological counts? This one, when we talk about our expression, destiny numbers, and so on. Yes, Miss Momita, tell me.
I don't have any doubt. Honestly,
Mm,
I know how to calculate this chakra bracelet.
right.
Till that, I had been able to do and couldn't
Mm-hmm.
practice much actually beyond this. So
Okay.
if you can just take us, at least if everybody's agreeing, take us through the process. Like let's say somebody's coming for, let's say, financial issue.
Yes, for
So
crystal healing.
how
Yes,
can,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
for crystal
Definitely.
healing, and
Lovely.
rest of the things will be the same. Only thing the
Yeah,
crystals will be different. That is fine.
perfect. I'll get through that. It's been very long because I guess you were in a very old batch, maybe a year before, I guess, in that cases.
Yeah,
So
almost a year.
almost a
Almost a
year,
year.
yeah. So definitely we'll just get touch base on that part also. And yeah, let me just have a quick look on this. Meanwhile, yes. Yes, Mishaila?
So it was just a normal doubt. In numerology, if you see that some kids they don't have many numbers. So as per the bracelet, customized bracelet also, it doesn't cover all the thing. So should we even recommend for those missing
No, it
numbers to
covers
enhance the
everything.
power
No,
or
it covers. No, no, no. Our crystal healing calculation for numerology, because of the students or the children, we can say, who have taken birth recently in the century of 20, this 2000s and all, we know that they are more
yes,
prone to having karmic numbers in their life due to less numbers. First of all, that is what we can say.
yes, exactly
And second,
born on
we can say that.
2000 again February month.
Correct, correct. So most probably we will find them a lot of studios, kids, we will find them with lots of karmic numbers, as I've said. But the thing is, our main priority was what when we do the calculation is to ensure all seven chakras are associated. So whether they are
Okay,
having a
yes,
date of birth of a complete number or an incomplete number, seven chakra is there and the black tourmaline that makes naturally an eight crystal in the bracelets, correct?
okay. Okay, yeah,
But
yeah.
well, the
So
reason
that,
for us to choose
yes, sir,
additional
sorry.
numbers is only if the reason for choosing additional number is only for the purpose that if some extra numbers are reflecting into their process of bracelet, then we incorporate that. Like for example, their birth chart or their birth date have no five at all from anywhere. Okay, but then due to
Yes.
2026, the current year or the next year, five is being incorporated due to their birth calculation. Definitely, we might have to put this one, right? Aquamarine or turquoise in that.
Okay.
Yeah. So we will see one example calculation today for that one also. And what else we will do is I'll just run through the whole, I'll try to cut short the whole PPT as much as possible within an hour and of course do the program also in that. Fine. So I won't teach you people obviously what's an energy, what are seven chakras and all these things, but the process of how we do. So very
Yeah.
importantly, what I feel like uh, we need to focus on is going to be this section. So let me just share the screen on that part and then we can have a quick touch base on that. Yes, Miss Kitika?
Thank you.
Hi, sir. How are you?
Good, good, good.
So I have some few questions.
Yes, please.
Uh, the first question is, I'm going to give you an example. So in my the numerological bracelet calculation, the two number is repeated like three times. We're going to take only one
One.
crystal.
Yes.
So the other ones we're gonna deduct, right?
Yeah, because the thing is that the number is repeated and each
Yeah.
number only has a specific crystal. Each number has given you two options for crystal. Like, for
Yeah.
example, number one. Number one is either granite or you can use garnet, or you can use carnelian, correct? So if you don't have granite, sorry, again I'm saying granite. I'm in this year 7 rock cycle topic. Okay, right. So if you haven't got garnet, then you can actually use what? You can use your carnelian, which actually satisfies your seven chakras.
Yeah. And another question is like my this personal year is karmic, so I have to wear another bracelet for it. But let's
You
say
will
if
not wear. You mean for you?
yeah, for myself.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, my
No. Now another bracelet also becomes a question only if it is required.
because my personal year this year is karmic, so
Have you
I
done your calculation? Yes.
yes,
Okay, fine.
yes,
So
yes.
when you have a list of crystals already done, and
Mm,
if karmic number is reflecting due to 2026, which is this year,
mhm.
then in that case, you will also have to see what is the two numbers. What is the karmic number that is coming for you?
It's 13.
13.
So
13
but
means not only the crystal for 13, but you have to incorporate the crystal for 4 also, correct?
yeah,
Because
yes,
reduced number, we take
yes,
double
yes.
numbers, actually double numbers of karmic numbers or double numbers of master
Mm-hmm.
plus individual numbers, correct?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I already included the phone number because it was also repeated 3 times.
So
So the
4 is already a part of your life.
yeah, yes,
Okay.
yes.
So since 4 is already a part of your life, and what is for number 4? We take actually hematite or black tourmaline, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, did you put hematite or did you put black tourmaline? Was definitely there in your life
The black
because of number
tourmaline
4.
was already in the
So
bracelet.
you never
I
put
did
hematite.
no, but that I the last time we did the class, you said like you should wear another bracelet. So I just wanted to confirm
Yes.
that.
So your
For
another bracelet will be only for number 13, because
yes,
number 13 means hematite, smoky quartz, not black tourmaline. But
yeah.
number 4 means black tourmaline and hematite. So since I prevented you to wear a hematite for number 4, which was
Mhm.
already a part of your life, as black tourmaline was already associated at 7 plus 1, 8 black tourmaline.
Yeah.
So this year you can wear only a bracelet of hematite. No need to incorporate any other crystal with hematite besides your numerological bracelet.
Yes. And another question, what if like the personal year is it has a master number? So does a person require to wear another bracelet or it
Yes,
can
even if it's karmic or in master, same rules will be applied. Rule
okay.
number one, you have to check what number is reflecting in that year, whether it's a karmic or a master number. If
Mhm.
it's a master number, definitely it's a double digit number, 11, 22, or 33.
Yeah.
11, what crystal does it give you? 22, what crystal does it give you? Or 33, what crystal does it give you?
Yeah.
Is that crystal already a part of your numerological cycle? You need to check that. If not, then you will write it down to wear it as a secondary bracelet for that year.
Okay.
Along with that, the reduced number of your master, that is 11 means 2, 22 means 4, 33 means 6. So 2, 4, and 6. What are the crystals of 2, 4, and 6? Are they part of your normal numerological count? Good enough. No need to add it to the master or karmic. But if it's not a part of your normal count, in that case, that reduced number plus the original master number, which is a double digit, these two crystals needs to be worn as a combination for 2026. An
Perfect.
example I will give you in that case. What's your master number?
For me, no, I don't have any master
You don't
number.
have,
It
no,
was
is it
already
turning
in
up
the,
anywhere?
it was it's personality number 11, but it's already included in the
Okay, so
bracelet.
if it's a part of a life cycle, it's okay. But
Yeah.
let's consider that people had 11 as a master number turning up for 2026. Example.
Yeah.
So 11 is 20 for 2026 this year. 11 number is a master number, which means 11 should wear amethyst or clear quartz. Now, amethyst and clear quartz, nobody has to wear, whether the master number turns up or doesn't turn up. Why? Because it's already part of your numerological count and a part of seven chakra.
Yes.
So amethyst and clear quartz is a must in your numerological count. Whether
Yeah.
you reflect that number or you don't reflect that number, it becomes a part of your cycle. So 11 goes away. But what about the reduction of that number, which is 2? It's rose quartz or moonstone. So rose quartz is usually suggested for those people who have actually got what the heart chakra, right?
Hmm.
So if the heart chakra already has rose quartz, then we don't go for green aventurine.
Yeah.
Not look at number 11 and number 2 both. It naturally gets ruled out. But when
Yeah.
we at 22, 22 number is pyrite or garnet. Now I'm sure nobody is wearing pyrite and garnet in any numerological counts, because garnet had a connection with number 1 carnelian. So we had given priority to carnelian due to sacral chakra. We never get priority to garnet. Pyrite is again an exceptional case. So now what will a person do who's having number 22 this year or next year? So that person has to wear a pyrite or a garnet, any one of that. But some cases, people have got pyrite also as a part of their normal cycle through
Mm-hmm.
number 8. But number 8 is also having a conflict with tiger eye. So if we have suggested tiger eye for solar plexus instead of citrine, then I wouldn't even suggest that client to wear a pyrite in that case.
Okay.
But for reflection of number 22, we definitely have to wear pyrite only because master number 22 is appearing. Although they have a tiger eye from the first numerological count for number 8. Plus number 4's crystal. What is number 4's crystal? We just said it's either hematite or black tourmaline. But again, black tourmaline is a part of your numerological cycle. So we will just restrict ourselves to pyrite or garnet, choose any one of them, just for that specific year where number 22 is being reflected.
Perfect.
Make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
And
I'll
another,
take that again. Yeah. Tell me.
yeah, another, sorry, go on.
Yeah, continue, Ms. Itika.
Yeah, another question. If you can please explain a bit about like the bracelet, how to energize after making the
Sure,
bracelet
sure,
and under
sure.
the moonlight. Just a brief.
100%.
Okay,
100%.
thank you.
I'll get back to the numerological calculation one more time with an example. Once, let me just run through the theory part so that I'll give you people a quick, what do you say? Uh, what do we say? A quick, rough help thing on what the whole crystal healing was about, especially for people who have just taken it way back many time ago, right? Because I guess my personal batch was taken in the month of December 15, 16, I guess, something like that. And the academy was before that, somewhere around October, November. And I think, Miss Mumita, when was yours?
October.
October
I
something.
think it
Uh,
started in September and ended in October, something like that.
were you midweek or weekend? You were midweek,
Weekend,
because
week.
Rita was weekend, yes.
The weekend
Miss
batch was
Rita,
from December, sir.
no, you were not there. This is that
Oh,
academy one.
okay.
Yeah, so they were
Mm.
missing in that
Yeah.
time. Right, no worries. We'll just have a quick look over it. Yes, Miss Rita.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were on the weekend, October, November.
Yes, first batch morning 4 like 4:30 p.m. my time.
Okay, one thing I need to understand, you're
Yeah,
saying number 4 is hematite or black tourmaline,
yeah,
but if you break 22 down,
yeah.
that's a 4, and yet you're saying pyrite and garnet. Can you explain why there's a
No,
difference?
I said number 22 is pyrite or garnet.
Right, but don't you break it down?
If we break it down, then it is again number 4's crystal.
Yeah.
And number 4's crystal is black tourmaline or hematite.
So which one do you use?
So if you have to use both, but again, if number 4 is already part of your life cycle, so you already have black tourmaline, and if number 4 is not part of your normal cycle, you already have black tourmaline because of number 4 in your original bracelet, right? So number 4 naturally gets ruled out because of black tourmaline always present with you, whether it's reflecting as a 4 in your cycle or
Or a
it's
master.
reflecting as number 2 reduced to 4
Yeah.
or number 13 into 4. So 13 into 4, 13 being reduced to 4 or
Yeah.
22 being reduced to 4, 4 is always there with you
Mm-hmm.
in the form of black tourmaline. So what needs to be worn separately will be the 22.
I see. So you would wear that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pyrite or garnet.
Okay. In the master year of the person.
In the master year, yes.
Okay, fine. Fine. Thanks.
Right? Lovely. Okay. So I'll just share the screen with the PPT. We'll just take up the whole step in this way. As you all know, when a client approaches you, and in this approach of your client, you are known that you are supposed to perform a crystal healing for that specific client. Fine. So when we are performing crystal healing for that client, the very first thing that we need to do is identify what chakras are blocked in that client. Correct? That's what we look for. Checking for the blocked chakras are performed through various ways. Sometimes it's direct questionnaires, it's direct problems that they come and they complain to you about. They tell you that, oh, okay, fine, we are suffering from financial issues, or we might be suffering from certain jealousies. We might also feel that ourselves that we are not kind of an align. We start up our task, our programs, and we feel that somewhere or the other we get stuck. We get those, what do you say? No proper illusions, okay, some nightmare issues. So whatever problems they are facing, they are turning up and they're coming and telling you that directly. On top of that, you are also trying to ask them certain questions which would help you actually simplify and identify what could be the chakras at the highest risk. And highest risk, I means that they are functioning, but they are completely blocked. That would be the higher risk one. Or they are midway. Midway means functioning, but kind of an imbalance. So that's what we could say, but activated. It's active imbalance. So working in a completely malfunct way, we could say malfunction. Okay. And second one is going to be completely stopped, blocked, zero, no way of an energy to pass through it. You either prepare certain questionnaires just to ask them, but just don't overwhelm them with lots of questions, like creating 10 questions for every chakras to come to a solution doesn't make sense, because that would give them 70 questions and that would definitely overwhelm them. It's much better to do one thing, that is give them a combination of 10 to 15 questions, okay, and try to do it prior to they arrive to you. Prior them coming to you, ask them these questions, because these questions would help you to identify while performing the 7 chakra balancing on them, or while reciting the Bij mantras, that which one of these chakras are more at risk. Or you have to say with the Bij mantras repeatedly more number of times. Definitely we start with 3 times, but of course we can do 5 times, 7 times, 11 times, or when you are satisfied just by putting your hand, placing your hand directly over that chakra, obviously ignoring the root chakra, or placing the crystals on those chakras, and how it feels like, what you're going to do in that case, right? So these questionnaires should be prepared. We have got various AI systems which helps you to create those questionnaires, which would all make you feel in the end that, oh, okay, fine. Before the client has come, you have seen the results. Is this specific chakras doesn't look balanced or imbalanced in that way. There would be a key to identify those questions. Don't want to perform a questionnaire? Completely fine. Listen to the problem, listen to the situation, directly come into setting up your environment. Again, setting up the environment, the area for balancing your chakras, whether the client has come online or offline, you know the techniques very well. First of all, try having those lights dim. If you're not able to have those dimming light systems, like where you can actually turn on or off the knob and like reduce the light or something, it's either off or it's on, then even if it's off, something or the other, lamps or something is lighted up in your space, which gives a kind of that dimmed light feeling. And if you can't even get those lamps, then the next possibility is putting some more candles. Now these candles are away from your 7 chakra candles. These are general candles which could be placed all around that room, just to create that ambience which we are looking for, a dim light ambience, we would say, right? Many people, they love to use those what do you say, those ball lights or disco lights, I would say, but that doesn't sound soothing from anywhere, because it's continuously rotating, and that's the reason doesn't give a proper ambience. So it should be a fixed type of a light, like what Mr. Marian's background is right now, as always, our Merkabas. That type of lighting is also used usually at places. So It's a kind of a dim light. It's a background, of course, but then it gives like a dim light in the area or in an ambience if you have it, rather than always shining up those lights, at specific points. Then number two, aroma. Of course, you're using incense stick, but either you use incense, you're using some specific type of whole smell, or you're using a diffuser, or you are trying to use those candles which are infused with those essential oils, completely accepted. So that's the second incorporating of our elements that we are trying to put, right? Thirdly, now the environment should not be too hot, neither too cold. Make it mid-level air. Room temperature is 24, but we could try to tweak it like around 23, 25. So plus and minus is completely fine. Neither too hot, neither too cold. Because sometimes while you're doing this thing, the client shouldn't feel cold because you're not making them wear a blanket or a pullover or something like that. No, just normal. Whether they're sitting or they're standing, like sleeping, it's in any phase. Your seven chakra crystals are placed in the front. Either the seven chakra crystals are placed in the form of tumbles, they are kept in the form of your beads. Anyway, it's completely fine. You can incorporate that. Guys, I'll just take your questions once I've explained all the environmental stuff and everything, okay? So do raise your hands and keep it ready. It would be great so that I know you are working with me. Yeah, I just have to take that part here. Just a second. Yeah, all right. Then after you have created your ambience, you have put the essential oil or you have put the diffusers or any essence stick, smell, aroma. You have placed your seven chakra candles. People not happy to use seven chakra candles or you feel that it's going to light up very off. You can use directly a diya, which works completely also in that case. And once all that has been completed, you can then incorporate salt. Now, salt again, simple bowl of salt can be kept. So we are actually trying to incorporate the Akashic five elements into the environment. I wouldn't ask you to get sunlight or moonlight because we don't need the fifth element in this case. We are just dealing with four basic elements. That is going to be your earth, air, fire, and smoke. Smoke in the form of air. So it's earth, air, fire, and water. Water again, it's the moon charged or sunlight charged water. If you got them in advance, good enough. If not, you can escape. You can skip that. It's completely fine. But try to incorporate everything except for the fifth element, which is the akasha, because we don't do that in crystal healing. Okay. After you have completed that all part, the client has turned up. It depends on what space you have, whether you have a sitting space or you have down a laying down space for them. Do you have another set of crystals with you to place it over them, right? Or do you have your selenite wands just to make sure that you are just trying to use it in the air in the form of healing, balancing out their chakras? So all these things can be negligible depending on you, how you want to keep it or not. And then once the client has turned up, you tell the client to close their eyes and relax. You start with the root chakra, okay? You feel yourself also, and you make the client also feel in this way as if there is a light or sunlight, moonlight, or a crystal ball of light created. Its energy is flowing through the client, okay, into themselves, all the way first going and settling down into the root chakra. Once it has settled into the root chakra, you then place your wand over it or you place your hand non-contact, okay, and start doing your Bij mantra recitation, obviously using our Bij mantra system. That is going to be the Lam three times, then going up, Vam three times, Ram three times, Yam, Aham, so on, and then you've gone all the way. And every time when you're reciting that mantra, you know whatever numbers we take, whether it is 3, 5, 7, 11, all the numbers except for the last mantra, like if it's 11, so 10 times it will be the Bij mantra imagination of that specific light corresponding to that chakra moving anti-clockwise, which means cleansing is happening. So if you're saying Lam 11 times, 10 times you have to imagine as if it is going anti-clockwise. Red color light or red light at the root chakra, moving 10 times anti-clockwise. But the 11th time when you're going to say the Bij mantra, it will be now moving clockwise because it is activating it. Right? Balancing, activating are corresponding synonym words. Okay? But if you're not imagining because you're using a wand, then you move your wand, you move your selenite wand directly into that position. Position of what? Directly into the position of creating the self. Understanding that, okay, fine. So if I'm using my selenite wand in this case, so I'm going to see, look at the client, look at the patient, open eyes, everything, looking at the root chakra and moving anti-clockwise, okay, is 10 times, and then clockwise one time only during that Bij mantra because the eyes is open. But if you're not using a wand, if you want to use a hand, you close your hand and you go this way, both hands, single hand, it's your wish. Some people would also like to incorporate that their left hand is always on the top of the head. Left hand is always on the top of the head of the client, and the right hand is the one moving. So you are letting that energy come through your left hand, and the right hand is doing all the processes to the 7 chakras, as this is your source of energy which you're going through. Right. So many Reiki healers usually do that in that form because Reiki healers, they are, when they do this light energy, the very first step they believe is what? The ball that is created of an energy is now getting into their hand. They have taken it, created that ball. They feel that friction, they feel that heat, they feel that energy. And then that ball of light which they have created in their hand is infused on the client. And then this hand goes to the right, to the head of the client, and this hand is used to go through all the 7 chakras clockwise or anti-clockwise. Fine. So various processes are incorporated by different types of healers. According, people who have learned only crystal healing can do the technique which I have taught. Even this is all additional you can do even if you don't know Reiki. Once all the 7 chakras are lighted, you have seen everything ready, cool, open the eyes. I tell the client, open the eyes. Offline, definitely provide them those important teas that we have given because they have come to your house. Obviously, let them ground themselves. Grounding in the tea, I have told you to incorporate one from every chakra to create a nice tea that would mean all the 7 flavors are incorporated. The very best thing is either to make a green tea and add the infusion of the 7 chakras. So if I have a green tea, I'm naturally taking up what? Heart chakra. In that green tea, if I add ginger powder, if I add cinnamon powder, if I add in that a little bit of peppermint or chamomile, what do you say, the petals, okay? Then I add in that, naturally chamomile is again present because of the throat, and I add some lavender, what do you say, petals. It suffices for me for crown chakra and third eye also. So cinnamon, because of 2 things, it helps me also and everything. So all 7 chakra teas are incorporated. 3 petals we use and the rest is all natural flavoring. Ginger and cinnamon, all your 7 chakra teas are created. Just let them sip it. After they have sipped that, grounding effect has taken place. Done. Either then you go to your calculation of the bracelets. Once you have gone to the calculations of the bracelets, which you can actually do because you know their date of birth. So you do the calculation, and after that you look at the grids. What grid needs to be given to them in terms of this one. So if we are talking about financial issues, we know we have to give them a grid that we use commonly for 5 crystals are only which one? Pentacle or pentagram. Pentacle, okay, or a pentagon. These are the 2 types of things we give. So in pentagon, what happens? You are restricted to only 5 plus 1 crystal. When I say 5 plus 1 means all these 5 crystals, and the one is going to be in the middle. Which one is going to be in the middle? Our CC crystal, which is either amethyst, selenite, or clear quartz. Okay, so that could be given. If you're giving them a pentacle or a pentagram one, which is a star shape, you do give the 5 points of the star as these 5 crystals, but at the same time, there are internal intersections of 5. So what to do in that? Add it all with the middle one as a CC crystal, but don't repeat the same crystal again. What I mean, So if I have a pentagram or a pentacle, my star would look obviously like a complete, this one, right? Which we say. So my star would look like this. These 5 points would be these 5 crystals, of course, but people would say these intersections, which is also 5, can I add these again? No need. No need. Okay. Instead of these 5 internal parts and the middle part, you can put your CC crystals. What are my CC crystals? Catalyst crystals. This is called, as we know, we had given it a name, catalyst crystals. And what do we mean by the term catalyst crystals? The crystals that help to speed up the work, which obviously many students who had taken from me personally in the academy, not from the academy, not through me, they might not have seen this word, where we come use only amethyst, clear quartz, CWCQ is clear quartz, or selenite. This was my CC crystals to help me speed up the work. Even though amethyst is present in the 5 problems of the financial, doesn't matter in that case to use because we are using it for speeding up of the work. Okay, so keep that in mind very strictly. And again, that when the question comes to choose between pentagram or a pentagon, it's on you, because in a pentagram you are actually selling them 11 crystals, right? 5 external, 5 internal, and a middle one. So you're giving a crystal, you're spending, so they have to also pay you for that. So you keep them one amount for that. For 11 crystals you pay them an amount, or you give them an option of 6 crystals to pay them an amount. It depends. So if they paid you an amount for 6 crystals, then you're actually giving them what? Your pentagon, right? And if they're giving you for 11 crystals, then you're giving them a star. So give them these 2 packages. It could be in the form of packages. So you either make a package card, you make your like a menu card or something which includes this one. And when the question comes that what is the difference? Yes, the work will be done in the both. Work is done, but it's more to connect and more to restart. Prices are changing or prices are differentiating just because of the type and the number of crystals. That is what we would say, nothing else, because we are charging only for the crystal. Process is the same. If a person doesn't want to wear, who doesn't want to keep a grid, okay, because they are living in a, let's say, a very small space, they know that the grid will be not safe. Convert these into a bracelet also and give it to them. So these are 5 crystals. It would be a bracelet of 15 crystals probably, or for male or big hand, big wrist, 20. But if it's less than 20, a small wrist, then 15. And what if they want 18? What to do in that case? Previous rule of numerology. Additional 3 crystals will be black tourmaline, just to fit in that shape. Okay? So this problem is also solved when I come to grid work. If they are okay, and if a person doesn't want to wear a bracelet and want to have the grid for their numerological count, that is from the lagna and all these things, very simple, convert it into a grid. So we were doubling, right? So I know every individual, there is no individual who has crossed 12 crystals as single or 11 crystals as single in the hand, because the rest we are doubling it, right? So 11 may say, even if you want to remove black tourmaline, it would be hardly 10. So these 10 crystals also we have a shape, which is a circle of unity. And we have an 11 crystal cut grid also shape, which is called your twin pillar, correct? So you can convert this into a grid also for people who don't want to wear their own numerological crystals. And if a person doesn't want to wear anything, the only thing that you could do is go for an Akashic healing, or just do the crystal healing over them without the crystals. But you have to tell them that what is the function of a crystal, because it will help them to attract like a magnetic field the energy of a crystals and get back to them. So that is important, right? Now after that has been completed, yeah, that's all that goes into my section, I guess. Theoretical aspect, these are the only things. Besides that, we can just now take few questions up and then I can move to the process. Yeah, yes, Miss Bhumita, please help me.
I had 2, 3 things to ask. the problems, if the customer, the client is saying, I have financial problem, I have love issues, relationship, then we know exactly what is the problem, what is the ritual we have to perform. But
Yes.
sometimes the problems or the issues which has been listed in your PPT, it's not matching. Let's say, take typically a Gen Z people come. I have a case actually in office.
Hmm.
वो बहुत परेशान है अपने बॉयफ्रेंड से. I mean,
Huh.
it's a girl actually, and she's she feels being cheated by her boyfriend because probably her boyfriend is double dating. So in that case, how do we identify the issue? It's like what issue? And the issue is obviously not the boyfriend. I mean, she can't do anything with the boyfriend. She has to do on herself.
Correct.
So she's depressed. She's getting annoyed. Whenever they are in the same group. Whenever she sees that other girl, she gets
Hmm.
very annoyed, cranky. So, what kind of ritual I'll suggest to her in that case? If you can
Okay.
just tell me.
Now it's very simple that right now the even why is she not blessed? Even though the person is doing a double dating, there are many reasons we can trace back the situation. Now, if I want to bring for the people, now we will not think or talk about Akashic and many other modalities in here because we will only be limited to crystal healing. But and imagine that you don't know any of the modalities like tarot and Akashic. Let's consider in that way. So up to the simple process of crystal healing, the only thing we can know that the energies are blocked into her, that even she is not getting that blessing or for the boyfriend or their love in her life, that we have to agree it in any case. So agreeing that, you can still perform a crystal healing over her, provide her the grid of even relationship issues because she's facing relationship issue in any case. By that grid work and by performing crystal healing, one of the two things can happen. Either the person can come back to her and completely be faithful, or that person can go away because it was a negative energy and it would create a disaster in her life, due to which she may have a better person in the future. So it's basically naturally from the universe, it's a guide to move on.
Okay, okay, understood. So, okay. So
All right.
basically, I have to boil down to the core issue.
Yes.
Basically,
Yes.
ultimately, it's a
Yes.
relationship issue.
It's a relationship issue. Very
Okay.
straightforward. Because there is nothing more in that. Now, in this case, we will not see that in many what generation they come up from. But yeah, that is the core point.
Mm, okay. I have two more things to ask.
Please.
Number two is I didn't get that T
Yes,
suggestion.
because I'm sure you and the students who had taken crystal healing in the academy had never seen that PPT. That was only for my
Yes.
purpose. Okay, so the
Yeah.
T work is basically only for the people who have come to your house or your space where you have performed crystal healing to them, not for online people. So just for the
Hmm.
grounding effect, you provide them a glass of water, right? So you give them
Correct.
tea.
Acha.
That's
Sir,
it.
can I
And
get
tea
the
is
slide?
incorporated. I'll give you that. The tea is incorporated in the form of 7 chakra ka tea, which is incorporated into one.
अच्छा मतलब एक टी में
You
उस
make one
like
green
I'll
tea,
put.
so you make one
हाँ
green tea. So that green tea is
हाँ
equivalent to heart chakra.
okay
In that, you have to add other 6 chakras infusion. So by
okay
adding a ginger powder, you incorporate it in that same green tea, root chakra. You added
okay
cinnamon powder if you incorporated sacral chakra. You added chamomile leaf and lavender petals that incorporated throat chakra. It incorporated your this one third eye chakra and your say this one crown chakra. So all chakra got incorporated.
okay so basically सब एक incorporating all the elements in the tea I'll
And the
activate
green.
the and this is
Yes.
like beginning of the
No,
ritual
after
or
doing the
after
chakra
after
balancing.
the
No,
the way
just
we
to
had the
ground them.
water after Akashic का
Yes.
वो
Yes,
वैसा वाला
yes, yes, but not for you to
हाँ
drink for them, huh?
हाँ ठीक है
Yes,
okay
yes. Just
okay
keep that in
I
mind.
have
Huh.
last thing I
Again,
just want to just
yes,
clarify.
yeah,
If I just remember it vaguely, I'll just go back to the classes of academy.
yes.
But still, I just want to ask before the client comes, I'm talking about offline. So I will do first the chakra healing, right? To keep my
For yourself,
things
you have to do whenever the client is coming pre.
free. ठीक है. Okay. उसके बाद client आया, then I'll activate all the elements. Then client comes lying or sitting, depending on that. Then suppose client का वो financial issue है, so whatever the chakras responsible for financials, I'll just do the wand का वो
Not
समझ में नहीं आ
chakras
रहा है.
responsible for the financial issue. All 7 chakras have to be balanced.
अच्छा, for the client.
Yes,
Okay,
all.
okay.
Then you give that grid or the crystals
अच्छा.
for the
So
specific issue.
during the balancing of the chakras of the client, should I place the tumbles on that pentacles?
No, you don't need to do anything in terms of the grid. Grid
Okay,
is different. So grid and
okay,
numerological count or numerological bracelets, these two things are completely different. They are done as secondary and tertiary after the crystal healing is done over the client. So those
okay,
are what you give them in return as a remedy,
okay. That is
right?
fine, but
So yes. So first thing is you
isn't
did
that
the
need to?
7 chakra balancing, correct?
Huh, huh, huh.
Done. Woke up, gave them the tea, finish.
Okay,
Or
okay,
online you have done. Then you suggested to them that this is your numerological count. According to this numerological count, this is what bracelet you need to wear, right?
okay,
On top of that, they have a specific that is lifetime. And on top
hmm,
of that, if they have any specific issues like relationship, career, job, or in terms of finance, you're giving them the grid which will have those crystals placed. Now the placement of crystals and the grid, that was a different theory of actually energizing them. I'm not sure about your class if I have done, but I think I have done that, where you hold those 5 crystals in the hand separately and recite those beej mantras for what? For those crystals which is next to that PPT table. So next to those 5 crystals for financial, I have written the specific beej mantras which all 5 crystals you will hold in the hand for financial, and recite those beej mantras and then place them on the grid, or give them the grid and the crystals in a packet and sell it to them, or courier it, or give it to them directly, where they just go home and they will place it on the grid and leave it in their house till the work is not completed, or once it's done they can move it. Either they can remove it or keep it forever. But if it takes more than a month, which is a moon cycle, you have to tell your clients that take that grid, take that crystal, place it on your windowsill or your balcony for energizing it by the sunlight or moonlight. So that you have to teach your client to do also.
okay. So basically, that chakra healing is this grid. Grid is not the continuation of the chakra balancing. It's the
No, no,
additional
no.
remedy.
This is a remedies, all this. So
Uh,
bracelets and grid work is the remedy. Tea and chakra balancing is what you do.
Okay, so whenever I'm reciting the
Beej mantras.
beach mantras,
Yeah,
keeping the crystals in hand, what is the
yeah.
order? Like, should I start from root chakra or to
Any order, it's completely
any
fine.
order? And how many
Yeah.
times, sir?
That depends on you. 3, 5, 7, 11, anything you can take. Even you can take or even numbers, odd numbers, but you will only follow those beej mantras which is associated for that problem. So we will
That
not take
problem.
all 7 beej mantras, right?
Okay,
I
and I'll
think I have
place them
done
on
that
the
theoretically with you people in
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Ah,
and I'll place them in the grid, and with that grid and crystals, I'll give it
correct.
to the client.
Yes, correct.
Thi-
Or you cannot place it on the grid because if he's traveling, then you might have to put it in a pouch and give it to them. Then they go home and then they move it and they place it.
Okay. Before placing it, do they need to charge it, or after
No,
some
because
time
you
they
have done
can?
everything.
अच्छा, ठीक है.
You have done everything. You have just given them the pouch. Just tell them that no other person removes the things out. It is only them who will remove it out and place it in whatever location of their house they want to place it.
ठीक है. Okay, fine. Understand. Thank you, sir.
No problem. Okay. Yes, Mr. Suraj.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
So I have 2 or 3 clients, sir. They have 2 CR stuck from which they have to get from the person. Which,
Okay.
so what should I do? Like what remedies should I
And
give them?
did you do for them crystal healing?
Now, I have given them crystal, but
No, did you do
what
crystal
which
healing
grid
on
should I
them?
give them?
So did you do
Sorry?
crystal healing on them? You did crystal healing.
No, no, I didn't.
You have to do
I
crystal
gave them
healing.
crystal
Then
after.
you have to give them the bracelet, and then you have to give them the financial grid.
Okay, finance. Okay.
Financial grid, you have to do for them crystal healing. And if you haven't done the numerological count, do the numerological count.
So I have done the numerological count and I have given them the
But that's not
bracelet. They are
enough till these two things are also done. To be very honest,
so,
numerological bracelets should be given only once they are clear. Otherwise, the crystal is all having its energy in the hand. It's not flowing into your body because your body is only blocked.
so like the person who take the money from them, they are not returning it back.
Yeah, that's fine. So your person should do it. Yes, probably. Yes, correct. I think Miss Sheetal and you were in the same batch. Yes, correct. Right, Mr.
So
Suraj?
so first crystal
First, call
healing,
them,
then
do it face to face or online crystal healing. Then give them numerological bracelet given. Tell them to re-energize and wear it. The third one is going to be providing them those grid,
money. Which grid did you say? Money grid,
financial grid.
financial grid.
Yeah,
Done. Then done. Then not.
nothing.
Do I need to align their chakras also? Balance their chakras.
That is what you will do, na? Crystal healing. Chakra balancing is crystal healing.
Okay, okay.
Okay, fine.
And sir, I have done someone's sorry, chakra balancing through online, but
Huh.
they said they didn't feel anything or didn't change anything.
They don't
So
have to
what
feel
should I?
anything. It is for them personal.
No, like somebody said that they feel great like after doing the crystal healing, but
Hmm.
uh, for other person like
They have to be
I have
ready
done.
to accept. They have to be ready to accept. They have to feel that energy. Now, if today I'm doing the setup for all of your chakra balancing, it is not necessary that all of you will feel it at that moment. Hai na? So it has to be what? It has to be the person has to be accepting. If you are accepting to what is coming to you, definitely you will feel that energy to happen. That is the first rule of my, what do you say? Third rule. Be open to receive is your rule in manifestation law of attraction.
And if uh, like from there is a one woman whose brother and mother doesn't accept her, so what should I do for them?
Doesn't accept her as what? Okay, as a child.
Like always a fight and all, like
Right.
they doesn't
Is the
accept.
woman independent?
Yes, yes,
She is happily living with her finances and everything.
yes.
She doesn't need to be
She
accepted then.
wants to be good with her mother. Like her relationship should be good with
No,
her
there
mother,
is no
brother, and
need because if she's a woman and she's completely independent, she can take her own rules and everything. She has to identify what is the reason first that the family is not accepting her. She has to first see that reason because if it's not needed, she can actually ignore them. There might be more love through another way that can come to her, either through her husband, to her child. There is no need in that case. Maybe in certain cases, I may be wrong, but there are situations where what happens is that when a girl is there, okay, and when she's independent, the son likes to always gaslight his mother to do things towards himself. So the attraction becomes between a son and the mother more stronger. Obviously, there's always a bond between a mother and a son, but then that we have to know that main reason what's happening. She has to give you certain situations, or she has to explain to you why that conflict is taking place. There has to be some reason. Then only we can act upon. Directly, we cannot make the relationship. But yes, if she's not willing to open it up to you, then the final thing that you can do is provide the relationship grid to her, which has to be in that same house where all three are living. Because that
no, but
relationship is
she's
not
married,
limited
na.
to husband wife. Yeah, it's fine. But she's in that house. Okay, then in that case, she can put it still in that house. Okay, not only will her in-laws relationship get more better to her, but her those relation will also get better through her energy. Right?
Okay.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Miss Mishaila?
Yes, sir. I had few doubts.
Yeah,
So one mother had come to
please.
me with a son has health issue, that is he has an ankle injury repeated recurring 2 times, and he's not settling in his job also,
All
and
right.
he's not ready to wear any crystal, but she wants to have the grid, and can I help her? Can I do it?
Right. Now the son is not ready to wear the crystal, plus he has problems. These are two things.
Yes.
So two grids need to be given to the
Health issue
client.
and finance,
Both.
both.
So health and finance will be two grids.
Yes.
Third grid will be the numerological grid. So calculation of numerology, which the son is not willing to wear it as a bracelet, converted into a grid, give it. Now you have to see how many crystals are coming in the calculation. Is it 10 crystal, 9 crystal, 11 crystals? According to that number,
So
you may
black
choose your
terminal.
grid and give it,
So black
including
terminal we
black
can
tourmaline.
omit,
No, no,
removing
including.
black tourmaline, including black
Yes,
tourmaline. Okay. And
including.
sir,
Mhm.
if someone's wrist is very small, can we keep it as single crystal or we have to double and give?
Yes. No, no, double we are doing is only because of the wrist size.
Okay. Even single we can.
Yes.
Okay.
And even if
And
they're not willing to wear a crystal, but they are ready to carry the crystals in a pouch, that can also work.
okay.
But they
Okay.
have to take care
And
of the crystal.
one more client, son is always anxious and doesn't want to face any interviews. He just wants a job for that confidence. He's lonely. He doesn't have confidence. So, what can I, something to carry along should I give so that he is bold enough to face the interview,
Wearing only
or
the
only grid
numerological
for
bracelet
place?
is more than enough. There is no grid. No grid. There is only numerological bracelet. If he is appearing for an interview but still not successful to get the job, then you can provide a grid for the career.
Carrier. Okay. Fine, sir. And when should I use the seed of life, flower of life, those patterns for the grid?
Again, those type seed of life, flower of life, Merkaba, okay, or Metatron's cube based grids, all these grids should be used. Usually, it is used for you as a healer personally to put your own crystals because it's your functioning, but then can be suggested as an alternative if you are giving them those numerological crystals to wear as a bracelet and they are not willing to wear it as a bracelet, so you need more space to place those crystals, you can do that.
Uh-huh.
Again, it depends on pricing because seed of life diagram, I know you are printing it, you are not going to draw that. So seed of life, flower of life, Merkaba, all these are printouts, okay? But then the prices differ because of its intensity,
Okay.
right?
And
Doing it
selenite,
on a laminated paper, printing and laminating it, or doing it on a wooden, it's all on your wish. Wooden would be more expensive because you're carving it or you're engraving on it. But the easiest way is if you have a printer and you're laminating it, that is the easier one, which needs to be given to the client and to keep it for yourself. We never stick crystals on a grid, we know that with a glue.
and
Yeah.
if someone else touches the crystals that we are couriered, does that affect the energy of the
It will
grid?
not
Like
touch
in this
because you're
case, the
already
mother
packing
wants.
it and giving. Nobody will open the pack. No one will open the pack.
No, the mother has to do for the son. So if the mother holds it and places it in the place in the grid,
No, why would she? No, she is doing it
because
for
the
the
son
sun, right?
is, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that's fine. You are the one who gave it to the mother for the son. So she will
Yeah.
directly place it over there and it's fine.
Okay. And if I give a selenite plate engraved with any of the grid, is that okay or no?
That is also fine. But do not forget, even the selenite plate is a grid or a selenite plate itself would still require energizing
Yeah.
every moon
Oh,
cycle.
okay.
Okay.
Fine. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Mr. Amjad?
Good evening, sir. So I wanted to
Good
know
evening.
that apart from like the numerological crystal bracelet that we make, according to their issues that they come, because not everyone is aware of the numerological bracelet. So issues that they come with, we give them the bracelet and we give them the grid,
Great.
both the
Correct.
things.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay.
Numerological calculation bracelet, what is the main reason for that? The main reason is you
Balancing.
have done chakra balancing, but it
Yeah.
won't be very common for that client to come to meet you or do with you online session regularly. So your work is actually then later on completed by
The grid work.
the grid work. Sorry, no, the numerological bracelet, because that's
Yeah.
always in their
The,
hand.
yeah.
So that is allowing the energies to be balanced, and it is allowing them to clear any negativity or any blockages.
Okay. Okay. And as you said that these other uh, the septagram and octagram, these are used only if somebody doesn't want to wear the
Yes. So
bracelet, numerological bracelet. So
higher
we
number
give
crystal
that.
grids are for two purposes. Either it's the purposes for the healer itself, or would
Hmm.
like to follow any specific keywords, which is again a problem. Okay, keywords. Keywords means those keywords which are associated with septagram, octagram,
Yeah.
anagram, all that keywords. If you want to follow that, or you want to give the numerological count in that way because the client doesn't want to wear it.
So, but we will select them only basis of their what issues they are facing. For example, if
Correct.
anyone comes to me with
Now, if
the
I say, for
success issue,
example, no, success के अंदर what okay, let us take it in this way. Our septagram, septagram में what are the values that we have? What are the keywords for success, victory, wisdom, knowledge, study, spirituality? Correct. So,
yeah.
if this is the case, we are going to use the grid of septagram or septagon. अभी septagram and septagon में how many is the 7 ones? So we have to give them 7 amethyst, okay, or lapis lazuli or labradorite. Nothing else. Because on the next table right after the grid, I have given you a whole table. The table includes the number of crystals to be added for every grid. So 7 crystals ke liye what? So it has nothing to do with the numerology. It has nothing to do with the 5 specific problem crystals. This is general.
No, I didn't understand this.
Okay, success. So success ke liye, have I given you any grid? No. Grid means any 5 crystals specifically? No. I have only given you numerological, right? So if you want to give them 7 for the grid, what will you do?
If we
7
have to give them the
amethyst.
7 crystals,
Yes, 7 crystals for that grid, no, because septagram or septagon will include 7 crystals, right?
we will use that only if
We want success
they
only.
have the numerological
No, no, no,
bracelet.
no.
No, no.
They have a numerological bracelet, that's number 1.
Yeah.
Besides that, they want success.
Success. Yeah.
Now, success ka, do
So,
we have any 5 specific crystals for the grid? No. We only
no.
have finance, marriage, those specific problems, right?
Yeah.
So for that case, what you will do? You
We'll
can
use
give them
that grid.
septagram, okay, or
Yeah.
septagon. Septagram and septagon पे the question will be कौन से crystals डालेंगे? So we are going to
Right.
put on that amethyst.
Amethyst.
Why
Okay.
amethyst? Because it is on your it is on your slide number 90, which is having, and 91, which has all those crystals for 7 grid, 8 points in the grid, 9 points in a grid for those things.
Um,
Have you seen that
okay.
table?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
I see that 7 amethyst
uh. And
or
even in
lapis
that number
lazuli or
8,
lap.
even if you
What's
take
that?
number 8, even if you take number 8 के अंदर infinity sign
Success.
is having success. So either you
Yes.
choose septagram or you choose octagram. If you choose octagram, then you need to use 8 pyrite or 8 tigerite.
Okay.
So any
And
one
then
you can go.
we still place the CC crystals in between. We do that. We still place
Where
the.
again, now see, it's if you're using an octagon means 8-sided shape. You will only put 8 pyrite or 8 tigerite. There will be no internal intersections. But if you
Mummy,
went for an
10 minutes
octagram,
play.
so
Mm.
octagram
I
में what
record
will
man
happen?
porto.
An octagram will have not only 8 crystals of pyrite or tigerite, but the internal intersections will be filled with the CC crystals, clear quartz, amethyst, or selenite.
Yeah. We still place the CC crystals, right? For
If
all
you're
of
selling
these.
an octagram,
For
if you're selling an octagram, not an
octagram. Yeah.
octagon, again prices will differ. See, me selling only an octagon means only 8 crystals and
8
one
crystals,
selenite, 9.
1
Correct?
selenite. Yeah.
So that only I'm charging for 9 crystals. But if
Okay.
I gave an octagram, am I charging only for 9 crystals? No, because there
No.
are
Okay.
internal
It,
intersections. I'm giving more crystals to them. So the price
okay.
will go higher.
Okay. So
So
in
charge
that
for your
case, we
crystals.
can place 8 pyrites, and in the
Rest
internal we
CC.
can place the tiger eye also, as
No, tiger
mentioned.
eye, no. It has to be
No.
either pyrite or tiger eye, not a combination.
Combination नहीं हो
No,
सकता.
combination will only take place in CC.
Okay. So whatever is mentioned here, so
Hmm.
it only has to be either aquamarine or turquoise.
Correct.
It will not be a
It's on
combination inside.
availability. Clear availability.
Okay.
ठीक है?
Sir, I have a related question to this.
Please.
I just opened my notebook of the academy class.
Mhm.
Octagon,
Hmm.
is what
Octagram.
you're saying? It is
Ah.
octagram. Indeed, it is talking about success. So uh, I don't know whether you can see this or not. I have only these two uh, like diagram mentioned.
Huh.
Can you see this, sir?
I can see that. Yeah.
या सो इधर तो इंटरसेक्शन और कुछ नहीं है इधर मान लो कि
No, there is
हाँ ये
another diagram which is an octagram. So that see the one that you have on the top is an octagram. The very top one.
हाँ
It is an octagram. But octagram is
ओके
also created in a star-like shape.
ओके
So if I have given you that notes, 100% wahi same PDF note mein there is that full diagram is available. Because there are three
ओ अच्छा
structures for septagram, octagram, anagram. Either they look
अच्छा
kind of a, what do you say, exterior and interior angle type. They would look like a
हम्म,
star shape, or they would look any one of a polygon.
अच्छा तो फिर वो
It's given, it's in the note.
उसमें
If I
इन
have
द
taught you octagram, 100% I have given you my full notes.
हाँ आफ्टर यू हैव टॉट
I
बट
think
आई
मैं
डिडंट
शीतल
मेक
के पास
इट
भी होगा if you both are in the same group. हाँ, तो फिर है.
ना so then I'll go and check
हाँ.
but again I'm just reiterating what you said वो tiger eye
Hmm.
डालना है like in every corner and
Correct.
every intersection will be I'll
CC
be
crystal.
putting CC crystal.
Amethyst, clear
Okay.
quartz या selenite.
हाँ तो मतलब since a more number of crystals, I'll charge accordingly. So that
Correct.
is the logic.
Correct.
ठीक. Okay.
Sir,
और
I have one more question.
जी.
Or in this crystals for working on financial issues or career growth and new opportunities that you have written, all the 5
Mhm.
crystals that have been mentioned,
Yeah.
you have mentioned the beej mantras also along with it
Correct.
for every crystal.
Right.
So, do we set the intention when we give to the client that with the beej mantra we set the
नहीं.
intention and charge them? How
We
do
are
we
actually
use the?
doing that. So now, okay, now everything is complete. Okay, we did the chakra balancing on the client. We did the
Yeah.
numerological count of the bracelet. They are drinking the tea and grounding themselves while they are having the tea. I'm sure they won't take that hot tea directly and gulp it up sip it up so quick. So while they are sipping that and enjoying for 5-10 minutes of, let's say, their relaxation time or just getting through that grounding effect, you took those 5 crystals in your hand and read that or recited those specific beej mantras for those 5 crystals, and then had that affirmation and an intention of your client for what purpose that client has come. You are feeling that they are living in that situation. Okay, and that feeling ke baad, then you open your hand, place those crystals in a pouch in the grid in that pouch, and give it to the client.
So, but we do it separate service. For example, if I take green aventurine in my
No,
hand
no,
and then do the
all five
all
together.
5 together.
All 5 together, and whether it is 3, 4, or all 5 beej mantras, you can recite them at the same time.
Again, the mantras will be done like 3 times, 5 times, or
It's your wish.
however number the.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Correct.
Thank you, sir.
Lovely. Okay. Yes, Miss Aarti?
Hello, sir. So
Hello.
my question is, if you're giving the crystals for healing, like a particular area, let's say if it's
Yes.
financial, for
Yes.
what is the duration for them to wear it? For like a year, or we just
Which
tell them to
healing?
energize every month? Let's say if the person is not willing to keep a grid, and then we discuss
Yes.
that we
Okay. So you're
convert this
meaning
to a bracelet.
numerological bracelet plus another
the
bracelet
healing.
given, which was actually one of the factors of the grid, correct?
Yes, yes.
So that needs to be kept with them only till the work is completed.
Okay, and just
Just like
energize
our
it.
karmic
Mhm.
or master number appears due to any year, and once that year is complete, we just get rid of that bracelet, right? Similarly, they can keep that grid-based bracelet in their hand till their work is not complete.
And so if master number is in the life path number or the
That
destiny
is
number, what
natural.
we
That
say,
is natural. That will
then
become a part of the
it has to be
numerological grid.
worn. Then it has to be worn like
Not
all the
separate,
time,
not
not
separate,
just
as a
a
part
year.
of the life.
Right.
So if
So
your life
mhm,
path, expression, destiny, birthday, soul urge, personality, these 5 things naturally have karmic or personality numbers turning up from anywhere. So
mhm,
these five, क्या बोलते हैं, these 5 things will be joining together and will be together in which way? In that part,
got it. And
right?
sir,
Yeah.
um, some people they make a cleansing water when they do tarot or something. They just pray and they say, "Okay, we've done the cleansing." What is it made of? Is it made of those like green teas, like 7 elements have to be
Which
infused
one?
into that water? There's some people who do the cleansing. They say, "Okay, I'm spraying that cleansing water, like cleansing the energy," and then they
The
go ahead with
cleansing
the next
water
time.
has to be naturally either Bij mantra recited one or it has to be
Mhm.
moonlight or sunlight charged water.
Got it. Got
Nothing
it.
else besides that. Yeah.
Okay. And this 7 chakra tea, we can also take it every day. Or if I say, feel that, my throat chakra is affected, so I can, for that particular herb, I can make those teas and have it for, cleansing. Is it okay?
I didn't get.
Consuming. If I feel one of my chakras is affected, let's say throat chakra, and I'm doing Akashic, can I
Yes.
also take those teas particularly for that herb, to treat
Yes,
that
yes, yes,
chakra?
yes, yes. After you have
Mhm.
done your 7 chakra balancing, you can directly drink that tea
Or
for
every day we
yourself.
can have that seven
You
element,
can have that
and
7 chakra tea for yourself every day as a healer.
perfect.
But at that moment, when I said that when you're doing it for the client, you don't drink that.
Got it. Got it, sir. Perfect. Thank you.
Okay. No worries. Yes, Miss Geeta.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
So question, sir. You have mentioned about the grids and all, and most of the remedies that you have given for relationship or
Yes.
finances, almost all of them have 5 crystals in it.
Correct.
So how do we decide on the number of the grid? Because you just mentioned that if you're using octagon or septagon or howsoever, whatever
Yes.
grids. So and according to the grids, the price goes up. So how
Correct.
do we decide on what grid do we use to move forward with? Because we can't just charge anyone because we are
Correct.
using a bigger grid. We
Now,
can,
this is divided into 3 categories.
Mhm.
First category will be that if your problem of the client has been identified out of the major issues. Major issue means where I have suggested 5 specific crystals. So the 5 specific crystals where I have told you that the major issues are turning forward from them, then you directly give them that grid, correct? Pentagram one or pentagon 5 wala fix. Okay, because you know it is one of the major issues. But like how Miss Prabjot said, this success is not a major issue. It is a kind of an manifestation. It is a kind of expecting something. So in that case, we will look at those grid-based keywords where all the grids have been thought from the circle, the very first grid of one crystal, single crystal, all the way moving to 12 grid wala crystal, or the highest form, seed of life, flower of life, or merkaba, 13 crystals, है ना? So we will look at that values and we will look where the keyword or the issue or manifestation of a client is associated with. So success is associated with either septagram, septagon, or octagram, octagon, 7 and 8. So in that case, 7 grid wala you want to give the client or 8 grid wala you want to give to the client, it's on you. The choice of crystal is on the table mentioned. You're muted, I'm sorry. Hey?
Oh no,
Yeah.
I've got more confused with this answer.
Okay, let me know again.
Yeah. So again, so for example, circle of unity, if we,
Yeah.
I'm just opening up a page and you have 10 how many crystals do we have there? I think you have 11 crystals there, right?
Yes.
So if we decide on using that crystal, so what is the purpose? Like what is what you mentioned is
The circle of unity,
keywords.
right?
So what are
Now,
the keywords for this
yes.
particular grid?
So, circle of unity means 10 crystals, correct?
10 crystals, yes.
So if a person needs to have those important cycles in life, if the person wants to have some divine order in life or some wholeness in life, okay, this is usually given to a person who is already into occult field. So number 10 is not given to any random person.
Acha.
So we have to differentiate even that. Now, if I tell you dodecagram or dodecagon, which is 12-sided shape, it is all astrological alignment, celestial connection, perfect zodiac, life purpose, and intuition. Who will come under this category? A client, not a client. An occult healer will come. You will come. So you want to do.
Okay.
So I think up to the client, we can restrict ourselves till 9-sided shape. Or till 9-sided would be better, because completion, healing, universal love, that is till 9. So a client can be suggested, besides those 5 issues, 1 to 10, 1 to 9 crystal, 1 to 9 grids. We can give it to normal clients.
Okay.
Okay,
Above
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, limited for the healer or occult field. Because there is a possibility that an occult science healer may also come to you and say that I'm just completely lost and confused now.
Okay.
Right?
All right. And so my next question is, I had asked you about one person's, like one friend of mine, whose house is not being, it's on the market for almost like 8 to 10 months, and it's not getting sold. So is there, so you gave me all the crystals. So is there a direction that I have to, because in the book it says that place it in the main area on the ground floor of the house if that house has got multiple floors. So is there a particular direction that we put?
Specific space is allowed, because we are not incorporating Vastu from anywhere here.
Acha.
So that is the
So
reason
any
we
open
want to do it
space.
for any open space of the house, it can be placed.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, all right, I can do that. So there's no particular direction in any grid whatsoever that you...
Nowhere. People would suggest puja room for safety, or continuous energizing. People may try to keep it as what I would like to keep it in a shelf or away from pets. Okay. Sometimes they feel that their cleaners may manhandle it or touch it by mistake, and then pata nahi, because then it will be a case of everyday energizing. Hai na? Because cleaning it came across or it came in between, that would be another thing.
Okay. So there's another client or a friend who wants me to make a grid for relationship because she is having a lot of issues with her husband, with her in-laws and all. So in that case, where do I ask her to keep that grid? Because
now she is having
should it
relationship
needs
with the
to be in the
husband
bedroom?
and with the family, right?
Yes.
In-laws, and she's having problems with the family members, correct?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, then in that case, what we can do is her bedroom would work better.
Bedroom would work better. And somewhere above, because none of them believe in all of these healing modalities.
Cupboard?
Cupboard nahi hai na yahan pe, there's no concept of cupboards. So uske upar to we can keep it. So
where do you closets?
Closets has got all clothes in it. So okay, I'll have her figure out.
You would have actually. Where do you store
Sorry?
your
नहीं closets है, cupboards मतलब kitchen में cupboards है.
No, not like that cupboards. I mean the cupboard means your wardrobe.
They're like closets, walk-in closets, and the walk-in closets have got all clothes filled up in it.
No, so
it's
on
like
top
a little...
of that there is no space.
It's empty. So there's only one shelf. If we want to make shelves underneath, that's fine. But
no, on top of that shelf.
कपड़े रहते हैं ना, उसके ऊपर कुछ नहीं.
No, out of that.
Closet है.
Okay, wait, let me show you a picture. What do I mean by cupboard? Because Dubai word of cupboard is different.
So wrong.
Dubai ka cupboard is different from UK ka cupboard, I guess. I think in Canada ka. Okay, this is a good picture to show you. Maybe this can help. Right.
You mean wardrobe, I think.
I mean wardrobe. Now you can see this is a wardrobe.
Yeah.
It's in the bedroom.
No,
I
it's a
place my
room.
clothes here.
So we have a room
Yeah.
which we actually walk into, where we actually have our clothes and all kept in.
Right. So you enter in that room, even if it is placed like that, don't you have an empty space on top here like this?
Nay.
Ah,
It's
okay.
ceiling. It's floor
It's
to
up to
ceiling.
the ceiling.
Stuck to the
Huh.
ceiling. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Then in that case, she might have to have an external shelf, like living room shelves. Like this certain, like what is, like this types of some shelf she can just make it up and she can place on top of that.
She has to figure out how to, because
She
she's
has.
all by herself, in the sense she has no support, she has nothing. So if she even asks her husband to do something like this, she might
Sorry
not
to
be able
interrupt, but
to.
I can suggest you something. If you go and check in IKEA, you will get something
Huh.
to keep and bring it out so that you can hang it somewhere or you can place it in any
Okay.
room.
I think she'll figure it out. I just
She'll
have to
figure
give
it.
her the grid.
That is the thing. Just give her the grid and tell her that it should not be touched. Because I would have suggested her to keep it on her dressing table, but I'm 100% sure moving, putting things and all will all create a
No,
complete
the
mess.
dressing table will not work.
And puja room, if it affects, that's also good.
No, that
You
won't
will,
work
you will
as well. Yeah. We'll figure it out. So yeah, those were my questions.
Right.
And
Just
still,
a
if
very
it's,
quick
even if it's
one.
a cupboard,
Right?
it has to be open, right? It can't be just
Open. Yes.
closed.
It cannot be closed. Yeah.
Mhm.
Right. So now we have Miss Geeta and Miss Aditi. You were from one batch. Miss Sheetal and Miss Mumita are from one batch, I think now. So finally, Miss Rita and Miss Suraj is from one batch. Okay. That was 3 batches, I could say. Yes. ठीक है, चलो, makes sense. Okay. Mr. Marian.
Okay. So how to store unused crystals?
Unused crystals. Good. Now, unused crystals are obviously not in use. They can simply be stored in pouches, plastic pouches, fabric pouches, anything wrapped in a plastic box, wooden box, or any type of box in a drawer.
Okay, they can be together, right? It's fine, all together.
Yes, it's fine. It's fine.
And when I need them, you just use them.
Out. So, like today, I had this new set of crystals because I'm not going to remove my personal crystals for today's healing. So, for these crystals, what would I do? I took out the batches which I sell. One of those which are not means not for a client, which I have my stock. I just pulled randomly those ones, and I have placed it for my today's chakra balancing. After using, I'll put it back because I can either resell it because it has nothing to do. It's actually got naturally energized as it will be with the fire and everywhere.
Isn't that they catching also negative energy when they are stored?
No, no, no. Because I'm going to re-energize them. They are not going to catch negative energy because there is no energizing done on it. It would be like a barren stone. Consider it to be like that.
Mm-hmm.
But before you give it to your client, energize and give it to them. That's what we will say.
So how often or how to charge? Because when I'm charging, right, we should do once a month, right, to charge them. But do I need to do cleansing also? Because when they are sitting on the shelf, they're catching negative energies.
When they are in the shelf or anywhere of the house or in the form of a grid, bracelet, anything, everything should undergo 30 days after proper sunlight or moonlight charging, or easier one, fire charging.
Yes, but what about cleansing? Should I cleanse them?
No need, no need. Unless there is a dust on it, you can wash it with the water.
Because I was always like every month, like I clean them under the water and then charge them, and clean them under the water, charge them.
That detailed good practice is by the healer done. But then telling so many things to do by the client, I'm a bit curious because while washing, if it falls down, if they don't take care. So the best thing is pull it the way it is, give them a quick wet wipe or a wet towel wipe or a dry tissue wipe, place it under the sunlight with care, pull it, put it back. Try to tell your client to have less contact with touching the crystals. The least, the better.
When we wear them, we taking, let's say, shower, right? It's already
Yes.
cleansing anyway,
Yes.
right? But the
But
water.
then when you're wearing it before shower, like I mean to say you're removing it for shower, then you need to place it on a selenite plate if you are not going to wear it into the shower. But if you're going with the shower with it, no problem. So place it on a selenite plate. If you haven't got a selenite plate and you have placed it anywhere else, it's catching a negative energy of that specific space. So once you're back out of the shower, place your crystals very quickly into a sunlight or a moonlight if you find it at that moment. If not, then very quick fire remedy and wear it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's
Perfect.
all.
Yes, Nashita.
So we keep it typically for 21 days, as we have seen.
21 days moon cycle, we can say 27 days bhi chalega, 28 days at works. I would now come to a conclusion because theoretically speaking, we do say 21 days because of Hoponopono and many other aspects. But I personally feel let's use the word moon cycle. So
Okay.
go for 28 to 30 days because again, various calendars have issues. Like for example, if you talk about the Hindu calendar, I think they take 28 days to 29 days. Hai na? But an Islamic calendar takes like about 29 or 30 days. That becomes universal calendars go for 30 to 31 days. So we keep it fixed 28, 29, 30 days. Just keep
Like
that
full
as
moon
a,
to full moon, we can say.
oh yeah, better. One moon to second moon. That is the best to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And in case if the things doesn't work for the client for the particular purpose which we have kept the grid, so we'll recharge and redo it, or we'll keep.
They can only do it because they don't come for you. If they are able to come to you to do that, then you charge them for a session of the doing a chakra balancing over them along with free grid, what do you say, cleansing and energizing.
Okay. Can I keep for someone at my
No.
place? No, they have
This
to
is
keep it.
only you have to do for Akashic healing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So one thing I remember with Akashic healing, so I was wearing a Labradorite bracelet,
Ah,
and I did a reading of one of my client, and after that
okay.
reading, actually, I felt very heavy, and I
Great.
had a
Okay.
headache.
Yeah.
And the next day, I did it in the evenings, and in
Mhm.
the morning, my bracelet got break, and all
Mm.
those beads were, like
Mm.
इधर उधर कहाँ चले गए, मुझे मिले भी नहीं कुछ तो
Good.
घर में.
Yeah.
Was it like it's my belief, or it
That
was actually
negative energy of the client coming over you.
okay?
You were protected.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Thank
if
you.
your beads are in good condition, remake them and wear it. If certain
Okay.
beads have got a crack, so have a very strong look over those beads. No crack, no discoloration, no chipping off, reuse them. The ones which have got discoloration, crack or chips, discard. Discard means Mother Earth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. And one more question, sir.
Yeah.
When we are making a crystal grid by number, I mean, we are
Ah.
suggesting to the client. So still we'll use any of the Bij mantra related to that crystal, like for
Yeah, okay, you
signs.
mean the one which is not from the 5 issues,
Yes,
hai na?
yes, yes,
So the
yes.
ones which are not from the 5 issues, very simple rule is done for people who have taken crystal healing not directly from me. For them, I'm just going to clear this doubt. Okay, if we are using any number-based crystal grid, that is 7, 8, 9, 10, and above, take all that whatever crystals that you're suggesting to them into your hand and recite all 7 Bij mantras 3 times each.
Okay. No, like I have suggested someone like Infinity Wala, that for success
Haan,
and
8 crystals,
abundance.
hai na?
So we
Haan,
are using 8 pyrite
correct.
for that. So
8
still I will
pyrite
use.
in the hand and all 7 chakras to be Bij mantras.
Okay.
So lam, vam, ram, everything 3 times.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you, sir.
That will be generalized for all numbers. That is not from our 5 issues. Because our 5 issues, like, when we are learning kya naam is, the karmic cord cutting. So in the karmic cord cutting, what did we do? In the karmic cord cutting, we saw that there are 6 switch words only for specific to only 6 problems. We saw that, correct? So in that 6 problems ka hi related, we are taking switch words. Otherwise, there are many switch words. Out of so many Zebu symbols, we are just incorporating 2 Zebu symbols. Zebu symbol of release, Zebu symbol of providing love. Why? Because of that specific. Similarly, we have got in crystal healing, we have got 6, 7 major issues. Others are not major. they come under that minute category of manifestation or just a feeling of receiving or having. There is no harm in getting, that is the thing. So you are not in the need, or like, let's say you don't want a diamond ring, but there's no harm in having one.
Okay.
Like that.
Thank
Okay?
you.
Lovely.
Yes. Thank you.
Miss Ashita, I'll take Miss Ashita's question, but please, Miss Rita, Miss Aarti, Miss Aditi, Miss Prabjot, keep your hands open, like up actually, because after Miss Ashita, I'm going to do the crystal healing thingy. Let it burn, and then I'll come back to take your questions. Okay? Yeah. Yes, Miss Ashita.
Yes, I just wanted to know in that
Yeah.
crystal grid by number, no?
Ji.
If the infinity number that is 8,
8.
and it is for success and abundance,
Abundance,
empowerment,
empowerment. Yes.
and you have written 8 into pirate. So 8 pirates should be taken
8
or only
pirates
one?
needs to be placed. 8 pirates, because it's an octagram, it's an 8-sided shape. Or
Yeah.
if you don't have pirate, you can put 8 tiger eye or 8
Yeah,
garnets.
only pirate, no others. Only pirate should be placed.
No,
That
I told
means.
you, either you choose all 8 pirate or you choose all 8 tiger eye or all 8 garnet.
Okay.
Any one.
Okay, only one you have to
Again, the
place.
question is what? Look at the shape, because the shape is octagram. Octagram
Yeah.
has 2 shapes.
Yes.
One is a octagram type of a shape where it is 2 squares, one diamond shape and one normal square intersected. So that is more than 8 shapes.
Yeah.
Or there is an 8-sided star. So there is intersection also.
Yes. So which I should take?
Intersection, it's on you. It's again because every crystal will have its price. If you're giving an octagram, for example, square shape, what is the diagram of a square shape? It's a square with a diamond in
Heart.
it, correct? So,
Yeah,
no,
diamond.
diamond and a heart. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There is 8 space, plus there is internal intersection also. Plus there is a star-based octagram which has internal intersection also. So ye do cases ke andar the number of crystals will be more than 8, but you limit yourself to 8 tiger eye, 8 garnet or 8 pyrite, and the intersections fill it with CC crystals.
Okay, sir.
Like clear quartz, amethyst or selenite. Okay, and if you want to increase because they're not ready to pay that much, or you feel that uske liye wo price zyada hoga, directly go to octagon. Simple 8-sided polygon structure, 8 stones placed in between one selenite.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. In between one selenite means in the center.
Center, yes. Center for all those 3 diagrams or any grid center has to be selenite. Keep that in mind. Or do it like this. Whatever crystal you're suggesting, give selenite as a free gift. No problem.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. And if you don't have a selenite stock because it's expensive or it runs very fast, what all you can give what instead? Amethyst also, amethyst and clear stone is expensive because it's crystal. Like in selenite ki jagah pe what I can give? You all know the theory of selenite. What is selenite? Is it water soluble or not?
Water soluble.
Then what can I give anything else which is a lattice structure through the earth created soluble?
Clear quartz is good.
I don't want to give crystal. Something else which is scientifically known as a giant lattice structure.
Salt.
Salt. Bas. So
Okay,
you
so
make a salt ball or just keep a sea salt or a rock salt white color ka chunk in between. Bhi chalega.
It's a better option and cheaper
Better
one.
option if you don't have selenite ka stock. So sea salt ke big milta hai na, where you get that big chunks of sea salt, you can just cut it into a smaller piece and place it in between.
Okay.
Yeah, lovely.
And lastly, sir, will you teach us, tell us how to make this thing bracelet according to our birth chart?
I've already done that, right?
Yeah, you have done, but
I'll
some
take one example,
confusions.
chalo, don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay, before we end it up, so what I'm just going to do quickly is I'm just going to give it a start to our burning because some students might want to observe the recording in that, but I'll just start with this. Okay, right. So I'll just give you a quick setup. This setup can also be done by you people for the client on that day if a client is coming to you. So just have a quick look on the setup. 7 chakra candles. Very clear. Okay, crown chakra. I've taken white as a clear because I didn't get an indigo candle. I just had a blue candle. So blue candle is always throat chakra, correct? But indigo is for your throat. But also, sorry, for this is for your throat chakra. Indigo is for your third eye. But I couldn't get an indigo color. So for the third eye, we can also use clear quartz. That's our stone, right? Crystal that we place. So crystal for our third eye. Okay. You have your heart chakra. So I've used green aventurine for that. Lapis lazuli for
Can
your
you make it
throat
a
chakra.
whole picture, whole screen? I mean,
Mine is
will be
whole
better.
screen, right? How do I do that now?
No, small.
One second. Show my full video to others. Okay, maybe this is the one. Is this the one?
No, still
No?
small.
Okay. Okay, one second. I have to pin myself to everybody. Pin for everyone. Does this work?
Yes, yes.
All right, fine. So we have got our 7 chakras all the way. Crown chakra with amethyst as a crystal. Your third eye with a clear quartz. You have your throat chakra, lapis lazuli. Heart chakra with green aventurine. Take your solar plexus. I've not used citrine, I've used tiger eye. Okay. Your sacral chakra with carnelian, and your root chakra with your red jasper. Okay. 7 crystals, 7 candles. Simple candle, you don't have to infuse it with anything. You don't have to use salt. You don't have to use what? You don't have to use any oil annoting like karmic cord cutting. You don't have to put any rosemary, nothing. Everything is clear. You just have a black candle in between to connect all your 7 chakras together, which acts as actually the oil or the herb and everything together. And you cord each of these candles to the main candle. Okay. So when the main candle is burning and the cords are burning at the same time, all your chakras are getting balanced. And while these candles, the colored candles, our 7 chakra candles are burning, and their cords are burning further, it is balancing your 7 chakra. So the burning from the midpoint is cleansing, and the burning of the 7 candles are activating. That's what you have to consider. This is one of the Wicca candle spells that we perform associated to your 7 chakras. Fine. So right now, I want you to feel this energy. I want you to feel the crystals are already here. Everything is there. I want you to feel as if it's burning. I will just wait for this black candle to burn. While this black candle is burning, what am I going to do is then I'll just keep it aside so that others are all burning, and then we can continue with our questions. Okay, that's fine. So I'll just put this little bit back because then I'll move while this is burning. Okay, so I hope everyone can just mute your mics and just keep your hands up only because I know I have to answer your questions. I'll just come back and feel this energy. Okay, hands up in the sense like the one that you have your hands up on the screen. I hope all of you can see this very clearly. This burning is taking place. Okay, I think obviously I can give you this side because there is nothing over here until my laptop doesn't burn here. Right. Okay. Okay, so we'll let it burn. Meanwhile, we can just have the questions taking place. I'm just going to keep this on the side. Miss Rita, you are at the first point of the question. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Yes, Miss Rita.
Okay. I have a problem remembering the moon cycle. I get confused and I forget.
Yes,
So I
yes,
got
sure.
into the habit of energizing it on a daily basis. Is there any harm in that?
No,
So I just put the incense over it when I
100%.
do. That's it.
100%.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that will be perfect.
Okay, I understand why you can't do the tea ritual online. Okay. But what I don't understand is why can't you have tea when the client is having tea? When that tea is chakra balancing, it's a good tea for you as well.
Which when?
When you're doing the crystal healing, the chakra balancing for someone.
But
and
online.
No, I'm saying online you can't do the tea ritual.
Yes.
But when the client is having tea, why can't you have tea with them? Why can't you also have
No.
that?
I mean to say you can have it, but the one which you have actually made for them, that's okay for them.
No,
don't have
that's
to drink
understood.
out of them. Yes.
No, that's understood. But you can drink as well, can't you? You can.
You can. But it's not it's not mandatory, or it is not part of
Okay,
anything that
but
requires it to happen. Yeah.
that tea is also good for us. I mean, if it's a
When
chakra balancing tea.
and on a regular basis, I think somebody asked this question: can we have it every day? Then that is
I
fine.
asked.
Who's it?
And
Yeah, Miss
I,
Aarti. Yeah.
I
So Miss
mean,
Aarti asked it. We can have it.
I think her question is why not during this session, why after, right? That's what you
Oh
recommended.
no,
And
not after. I mean to say not for us.
Sorry?
After means only for the client. You can
Yeah,
have
I
it
know.
anytime.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
I'm saying, let's say the client is relaxing, having this lovely tea that
Yeah.
you've made. You made
Yeah,
a
yeah,
pot.
yeah.
And
Yes.
you want to have a
Okay.
cup as well, right?
Yes.
There's no harm in
Yes.
you having it as well. Is it because you said
There is no harm for you having, but you will be busy at that moment doing your beach mantras for the crystal grid that you're giving it to them.
Yeah, but that's neither here nor there. What my point is that you can join them if you want to.
You can, of course,
Yeah.
you can. If you have
Okay.
done everything in advance and everything is ready, you can definitely do that joining.
And the final question is a slightly more feng shui question, and I apologize. However, it is a crystal bowl that you said should be in the center of the living room.
Yes.
Okay. Is that crystal bowl meant to be empty, or should there be something in it?
It should be empty. It
It
just
can
has to
be.
be a decoration. Yeah.
Fine. So it doesn't have to be
No.
filled. Okay, fine.
Doesn't.
Perfect. That's it. Thank
Lovely.
you.
No worries. Miss Aditi?
Yes, actually, I have the same question that Sheetal asked. If crystal grid does not produce the desired result after 28 or 30 days, whatever,
Correct.
is it better to change the same grid? It is better to recharge the same grid, or we should go for another grid, like purpose we have to change?
Recharge the same grid, and if you want to add up, you can add additional.
Okay.
Yes. Lovely.
So
Mrs.
continue
Niraj?
with
Yeah.
the same grid and
Yes.
add on the another.
Add on
right?
another grid on that. Yeah.
Okay.
Lovely. Yes, Ms. Prabjot?
So I wanted
Just
to
a
know
quick
that.
one. Sorry. Yeah, just a quick
Yeah.
one. So as you can see here, everything is burning, but the black one has stopped burning. The black one it's actually not burning. Rest all 7 chakras are burning. So now the 7 chakras are being balanced, means activated. The black one has stopped its cleansing work. So it is in between. The black one has stopped, if you all can see. It's no more burning, which means that it does not require any more of cleansing. What is required right now is only the activation or balancing of the 7 chakras. So we let it burn according to that till the whole candle wants to finish its burning. So good.
Sir, again, what does the black candle
The
represent?
black candle is representing your cleansing effect.
Cleansing effect.
Yeah.
So now that it's stopped, so it doesn't, we
Cleansing is
don't.
over. We don't relight it. No.
Okay.
Let the 7 chakras get activated. So jab tak wo jalta hai jalne do. Now in the 7 chakras, we can see very clearly also here, everything looks like upright, but most over, this is so small, sacral. Sacral one is very small. Means it burns very quicker compared to others. And then the very next moment is your third eye. So number one position of burning very fast or finishing fast is your sacral. Then it's your third eye. And then we can say it is your throat, heart, root, and solar plexus. The crown is the tallest of all now. So the crown is
That
burning
means
lower, which
What
means
does
that
that mean, sir? Yeah.
so the ones which are burning faster, it means they are being more quickly activated. They were at more risk. So now this is not individual, it's a group healing. So somewhere or the other, majority wise, if I take it as an intuition, okay, all of you ka average, what was it? So all of your averages, sacral energy was a bit tweaky.
So
Yeah.
this we do for ourselves or as well as for client
Ourselves
as
and
well.
client के सामने भी ऐसा करके रख सकते हैं. That is very good. And I told you we need to keep 7 chakra crystals and 7 chakra candles सामने ना. ऐसा setup बना के रख दो.
So though we are balancing our chakra every day, still
No, for
we'll do
us
this.
no need. For them, client के लिए. For you then it will be a hard work every day to do, you know. Cord
Mhm.
putting and all these things.
Time.
It's a hard work. It's a hard work.
Should
Cord
we
putting and all that.
should we do this
But
on full moon?
You can do that once in a month if you feel like doing it. You can do, because mostly when I teach these things, so all these rules and regulations I put it up only when we do the Vika part. Otherwise, I would say that just use this as one of the Vika remedy to teach you to tell your client, or no, so do it on a client on when a face-to-face session is there.
otherwise, the way we have learned, like imagining a
For
white
you,
light
that
and
is more than enough. More
okay,
than enough.
yeah, thank you.
And how to protect our aura, sir, after balancing the chakra?
This is the way now your bracelet is helping you protect your aura.
Acha. Not
Your bracelet, no need anything additional.
okay, sir.
See, I'll never come up with a pranic healing course. I'll never come up with that. If I have to teach and they are giving me the material, I will teach, but I will never turn up. Why? Because I feel that aura is something which is naturally present through your chakra balancing. It is more than enough. Even I have learned pranic healing, but I'll never teach that. Just like I don't want to teach Reiki. It's because I know it's time consuming. It doesn't require. Everything of Reiki, pranic healing, crystal chakra is incorporated in crystal healing only as in a nutshell.
Yeah, these teachers, to close the aura and also I just asked.
No need. What I will do is I may teach pendulum dowsing, जिसमें aura scanning naturally आ जाता है, quick, short, and then these candles and these Vika spells. It's very good to incorporate.
Okay, sir.
Good.
Thank you.
Yes, Rabjot.
Sir, I want you to know that there are certain crystals which has same used for the same purpose,
Yeah.
right? So how do you differentiate that what exactly the client needs? Um, for example, like someone told me that they've been asked to use moonstone,
Hmm.
but then when I checked for moonstone, it's like for emotional
Abhi, the
balancing.
problem is they are being suggested moonstone as what? As a crystal healer or as an astrologer? That is the doubt. Because
Okay.
astrology has a different definition to moonstone,
Okay.
whereas crystal healing has a different definition to moonstone.
So I think I don't know who suggested, but then she asked me, so
That
I
is
just did the
100% astrology. It has to be
numerological
astrology.
done.
It has to, and when I say astrology, I mean Vedic sciences. So only through Vedic sciences they might have suggested, kya naam hai iska? Our
Moonstone.
moonstone. Numerologically, I don't even incorporate moonstone. Because if I have to go through Lagna, we said we are using larvikite.
Okay.
अगर larvikite कहीं नहीं मिला, then we will take moonstone.
So, sir, I was just checking for the moonstone also. So it talks about more of emotional
Emotional, because
balancing.
its work is that, na?
Yeah.
Moonstone, the moon is the lord of the two Rashis, which is going to be only one Rashi, which is Cancer.
Cancer.
And that is the reason that anybody who is a Cancerian or anybody who is actually having moon as the Lagna has to go through emotional shift. And whenever in any houses moon is situated, moon
Mm.
will create definitely emotional imbalances in that specific area of the 12 houses.
But then who is one who has numerologically like by birth number 2 or
So
what we
उसके लिए we
say
are
is
not giving moonstone, na? What are we giving? We are giving the another
rose
option
quartz.
of moonstone. Rose quartz we are giving. So we
Ah.
will follow rose quartz only. That is why in my list also for the bracelet,
Yeah.
I don't have moonstone.
Yeah, you don't have moonstone. I was
I
just
have
wanted to
written, but only if you didn't find it.
It's
So
only
rose
written,
quartz.
I think, only in the cancer thing.
नहीं number 2 में है.
Questions are
Number 2 में भी है.
okay. है.
Crystal
But
number
we
2.
usually incorporate rose quartz for
Only,
emotional
yeah.
because
Like for example, Miss Rita, I think her lagna was cancer. So according her lagna, I had suggested her to put larvikite. If she didn't get a larvikite, because at that moment she was in the UK before she traveled to India for some work. So before that, during those classes, I informed her take larvikite. Then she told me that she's traveling to India. So if she finds she find a larvikite there, okay, because in the UK she couldn't find one. And then she incorporated but I told her secondary will be moonstone if she never found a larvikite.
so she would have a larvikite separate bracelet.
नहीं,
No.
it's part of our bracelet
No.
ना लगना.
लगना अच्छा लगना के लिए
लगना के लिए larvikite है, larvikite नहीं मिला moonstone.
moonstone में.
But I think Miss Rita put both larvikite and moonstone.
Moonstone, yeah. I did.
Hmm.
I like them both. I'm sorry, I couldn't decide.
So, but then in that case, we will not take, if you are taking moonstone, then we are not taking rose quartz. Or
Yeah,
it
then
is
you will,
also
if
incorporated.
it's for number 2.
It's
So if
for
number
number
2
2.
is reflecting and you chose moonstone, then you will not take rose quartz. But again, be careful. Rose quartz means what? What is
Relationship.
our link? Nahi. What is our link to this rose quartz? The link to rose quartz is heart chakra. So moonstone doesn't define heart chakra. Larvikite
Right.
doesn't define heart chakra. So the reason we give priority to rose quartz, not to moonstone in number 2, is because we have to incorporate the heart chakra. In our calculation, we take 7 chakra mein heart chakra. That is what I'll show one
But
example. Then you will
जैसे
see.
अभी कोई someone comes to me and say that I have anxiety issues, I have
Let
emotional
them have rose
imbalances,
quartz.
rose quartz, that's
It's
it.
sufficing everything, yeah.
Yeah. So emotional imbalance है तो it's
Any
simple
type of
as rose
personal
quartz.
problem a person is facing personally, body में, health में, emotion में, कुछ भी, that 7 chakra का पूरा crystals will help that. We don't go to moonstone in any case.
Okay.
That is astrological reason, which we will not bring here.
Okay. And one more question I have is like someone has let's talk about the numerological 2 only. They have lot of 2s in their chart. So
We will just reduce to 1, 2 only. We don't look at double numbers, na? Or we don't increase the crystals according to the numbers they have.
because of so many 2s, they will have lot of emotional imbalance in their life. So
That's fine.
that's
Doesn't
fine.
matter.
So we
We are
still
not
go for
evaluating any other modalities here.
okay.
No,
Oh.
only one, because astrology we will not bring in that way.
Okay. All right. Then. Thank
Right?
you.
Yes, dear. Yes, Mr. Suraj.
So do crystals have negative effect? Like
no crystals have negative effect. That is the reason we give them priority over gemstone.
And what about chakra crystals? Do they have?
They are only crystals, no? When I say when I say crystals, they are 7 chakra crystals. Nobody will give you negative effect.
No chakra will give negative effect, right?
No crystals will give you negative effect, except moldavite, which I have told you people many times. Consider moldavite to be like Neelam, which is blue sapphire of a Saturn.
So you got
Works
your
with
moldavite?
someone, works with nobody. Huh?
You got moldavite?
अभी तक नसीब में नहीं है to get it. It's here in Dubai. It's with my client's son from last July. But I haven't got the chance.
You're
to
not
get it.
ready. Not
It's,
ready.
it's maybe not the right time, as I'm
No.
saying.
No.
It's not the right time. My daily travel to Dubai and no chance of getting it is maybe not the right time to me have it.
You have to teach us more modalities first.
Maybe. Maybe my 100 modalities are not yet enough to complete.
No, maybe everything will go haywire if you take
Yes,
more
maybe
lights.
one time.
Yeah.
Right.
What is lava stone?
Lava stone is again the same stone which is created from lava. Now, when we look at theory of the crystals, okay, 2 important crystals like black obsidian and garnet. Sorry, granite. Now it's granite, not garnet. Now it is granite, 100%. So basalt, granite, and black obsidian. These are three crystals which is coming from magma or lava. Now, what is the definition of magma and lava? Magma is the hot liquid which is inside the volcano. Once it erupts, it's given the name lava. Till it is within the volcano, we call it magma. But once it erupts, it is called a lava. The flowing lava has got an ability to cool down faster than the magma inside because it has now come in contact with the atmosphere. When the lava has come in contact with the atmosphere, due to its different contact of atmosphere or air, its cooling is done. What happens is base salt is created at the very first beginning part of the lava eruption, and then you have black obsidian cooling when it goes or touches the water body or any surface which has become more further. Granite is something which is created internally of the volcano because during an eruption, some lava will touch the interior of the volcano, right? But that interior will remain hot because now magma is at a low pressure. It's not erupting. But that side jo touch ho gaya, just like imagine you have a glass and you were drinking a thick milkshake. Some of the milkshake will be at the internal lining of the glass, है ना? So वैसे ही this is a magma inside my glass like a water. So when you were drinking it, obviously the magma came to the external part. But then when it is at the bottom, this area is cooling. But the cooling of this is less faster than the external cooling. That is the reason this is granite. Similarly, lava stone is due to creation when it has already erupted. Base salt and obsidian ka middle form is a lava stone. That middle cooling section.
Okay. So somebody says that black obsidian ages you faster. Is it so? No.
Nothing. It is black obsidian, black tourmaline, black kyanite. Black kyanite kahan pade the? Karmic cord cutting mein, one of the three crystals that we need to keep during karmic cord cutting. Black kyanite, green aventurine, and rose quartz. So black kyanite, black obsidian, black tourmaline, all is for protection of energy.
Okay.
Now you see
So
while
if
things are going on, we were expecting the sacral chakra to burn faster, right? And it was happening. But now I can see the crown chakra has completely melted. And it's the other way around. So not crown chakra. The third eye has completely melted. I would give number 2 position to throat chakra, number 2 position even to the crown chakra, number 2 position to the root chakra, and then sacral, because they all have the same height. The heart is above them, second position, and fourth position I'll give to say this one, solar plexus. So very first, fastly, which is burning right now is your third eye. Second position pe all the chakras except heart and solar plexus. Third position pe the burning is for the heart, and fourth position your solar plexus is burning, and the black one is still inactive. Okay, and all cords are still burning. So we can say that with time we are able to actually observe. So but we know the first step in this burning is cleansing has taken place already. Right?
So if one says that after wearing this bracelet, these things are happening, then what can we assume?
What's happening? Problem?
Yes, problems are happening.
Not possible. It's their
But
brain,
before that,
because crystals cannot do anything. It's that because they are having a trust on a crystal that things should happen good. So even a small cut will happen, they will blame the crystal in that. So it's a psychological problem.
so what can we say?
You have to mention them that it is not the crystals. Or in other words, if they're saying that no, we are facing it, then it can say that it's protecting you to face you now, to alert you, to teach you some lessons. It's actually a transformation. Right? Lovely. Yes, Ms. Gitika?
Yeah. So, sir, my question is like, whatever crystals we have or our clients might have, they have to be charged under moonlight every full moon.
100%. Yes.
So even it's the bracelet or the grid or any other crystals, it has to be charged under the moon every month, right?
Yes.
We just tell to our clients that they need to charge their crystals under full moon.
Any full moon or the sun, doesn't matter.
The morning, which time of the sun is more important?
Any time, doesn't matter. Wherever the light is falling at their window or their balcony, it's completely acceptable.
So for the sunlight, is there a specific day that's
Kuch
better
nahi.
than the
Any
others, or any
find
day?
any sunlight is happening even for 2-3 minutes more than enough.
More than enough. Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much.
Lovely. Miss Aarti?
Sir, one of my friends, she reached out for some help, because she was having a lot of psychic attacks every
Hmm.
day, and in the evening she says, her body kind of gives
Hmm.
up, and she
Hmm.
feels psychic, the attacks on all her chakras and everything
Yeah.
by one of the close family members. I didn't
Hmm.
want to get into her Akashic reading she wanted, but I said no, it's very heavy and it is out of
Yeah.
my capacity to handle that negativity, because even
Energy.
I
Yes.
if I go, it's gonna affect me, be it crystal healing or whatever. So I just denied.
Yes.
So if
Yes.
if we know, we shouldn't take those cases. I cannot handle that heavy energy.
I can't tell you we shouldn't take because we should be ready for everything.
Okay,
But if you feel uncomfortable, don't go for it. Because
because
at that
my
specific moment, even though you take protections, there is a possibility you will be keeping yourself prone to get those things.
true, because she shared some examples. Whoever helped, even like some sadhaks and everybody, at night they were like getting haunted, bad dreams, and the whole night they were screaming. I said, I'm not a sadhak. I cannot handle that much. If they
Yeah.
cannot, I
Mhm.
certainly cannot do it. But there are some people who don't share this because they need healing from you, and it might affect us. Is there a way to check? My intuition says, if my intuition says I shouldn't be helping, I don't go ahead.
True. True. So if you feel that your intention is telling you not to go ahead, don't go ahead. Because it's your intuition at the end the best, your gut feeling. As a healer, you shouldn't doubt your intuition, as I said.
For first 2 days, I thought, okay, I'll do the reading, I'll do the reading. But third day, I was like, no, I'm not doing it. Maybe
As
I'm
the
being
day comes
protected.
closer, don't. Yeah, finally, don't go for it.
Great. And sir,
There are basic things to do. Like, for example, you can do an Akashic prediction board. You can do Akashic tarot over them.
that's what I
That would be
suggested.
helpful.
The symbol,
Rather than
Rupa symbol,
protect
that's
it.
it.
So see, when I
Yeah.
talk about Akashic tarot specifically,
Mhm.
Akashic tarot will protect you now and stop you to go into that meditative or trance state. So you're protected during that journey of catching, going, and coming back. Number two, what is going to happen is that you don't have to feel that energy of catching you in between while performing. So prediction board and tarot will help you to put bang on
Great.
straight cards in the front you're doing and you know what you need to do.
Okay. And then we can do a tarot spell for black magic removal too, right?
No, Akashic tarot spells.
Akashic tarot spells. Oh, you're
Akashic
going to
tarot.
teach that.
Yes.
And sir, I got the deck, and the very first day I was so curious. So after putting it in the Monday, I was just open.
Yeah.
And when I focused on one of the cards, it was the priestess and the priest. Like she was looking the other way. I think it's the
Yes.
Oracle of Delphi. That one. I was
Yes.
trying to understand, but then I kind of it kind of worked like an animation. Every time I looked at three, four,
Yes.
five times,
That
it
is
shows
what.
me a different perspective all the time, and it was kind of when I was connecting dots, it gave me the entire story.
Yes.
And maybe that is the way. And I thought,
That is the correct way
mhm.
because we stop. What download takes you so much time to come or get it? The downloads are mentioned very clearly on the card. So the image, the color, the number, the symbols, the structures of how or the placement of things on a card explains you an Akashic record without being in a trance or meditative state. So that is the way to actually, what do you say, read out.
And I felt it was already talking to me. It was telling me the
Yes.
story.
So tarot
Great.
card readers are very easily able to adapt Akashic tarot.
Great. Wonderful. It's mystical.
Yeah, it is. Because it's stopping you. That's the way you will be termed. People who have done all three forms of Akashic, from tarot records to the Akashic prediction board, you're termed as Akashic master, like
Okay.
Reiki master.
And sir, I wanted to learn that aura, like how to scan it, because you said the naked eyes
Aura
also we can
scanning and
see the
aura
aura.
cleansing will turn up
I
somewhere
wanted
in
to learn
September.
that.
I was planning it in June, but then I said no, I should give you people enough practice for what you people have been doing. That's why I've given this whole time of July, June for practice purpose with all of you.
Great.
Because you really need that practice. Now
Yes,
tomorrow
yes.
is wristwatch prediction practice. Uske baad next week kya hai? Saturday? What is it? Next week Saturday there is nothing, but I think we have something on a Sunday. What is it?
Let's check.
Feng Shui. Yeah. 27th is Feng Shui. So next week on 28th you're having nothing because I have sorry, 27th you're having nothing because I have the award ceremony. So 28th you're going to have the this one Feng Shui. And after that, then we are starting with the Wicca herbs and we are starting with Akashic Tarot, the two courses together into single.
Wonderful.
Right?
Yeah,
Okay,
thank you, sir.
perfect. Mr. Marian.
That is for how much days, sir?
The Vika spells and Akashic Tarot together is going to be for 2 months, July and August, all Saturday and Sundays.
Oh, 2 months. Okay.
2 months means
Sir, what
July
about
and
aura?
August. Aura scanning I will do after that, September, October somewhere.
Yeah, so question
Yes,
about
sir.
the crystals, because we talk
Yes.
about if they have negative effect on you saying that, but
Sorry, I'll
also
stop you in between. I'm sorry, but I have to show you. So, the crown chakra is actually, sorry, the throat chakra got lit off first. Even we were expecting that the third eye had to finish faster, but the throat chakra has completely finished. This is still burning in the last few breaths, we can say, for the third eye. It is going to finish faster, I guess. But the crown chakra is still at a very low position. So as we said before, crown, root, and sacral, they are completely burning, but the last few things. But before that, 100% the third eye should finish. Then we have the heart and the sacral, but the heart is still, I think you all have enough love. So no need for the love to finish. The love is having a quite nice thing. It's going to take like another 30 minutes to finish. Okay.
Did you remove the stones, sir?
I removed the stone because it's going to spoil with the burning wax. So that burning was more than enough for it to start.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, about the crystals,
yes,
because when we leave them outside, right, on the shelf or whatever, so they're catching negative energies from where they are. So basically, they can have a negative little bit effect on us because they store the negative energy.
But
That's
when
why they
you
need to be
are
cleansed.
keeping them in a grid, you mean?
No, just general. Just
General,
around
which
the
is
shop.
not used for any purpose, they will definitely carry or not carry any negative energy. That is the reason we will cleanse and energize them before using it or using it for any purpose.
Yeah, because when I was doing pranic healing, right, and she was doing, that was level 4 about the crystals. So she was like teaching us how to program the crystals too, right? And also cleansing and everything.
Yes.
So explaining, yes, they can have negative
They
effect if
can have
somebody.
negative effect, but not in this way like how Mr. Suraj was expecting. Like, for example, negative effect only if it's been kept barren, not in use.
Yeah, but I mean, somebody like she was explaining wear them before, for example, and left them behind, and they was used for something, so they can carry those energies.
Yes, that is correct.
From
100%. Like I told you, right? Like, for example, you are keeping it, like you were asking me about storing. So you stored them. They are attracting a lot of negative energy. And I directly use that and I did the work. It will have negative energy, correct? I have to cleanse and use it.
Yes.
Yeah. That is of course, that is common rule with everything.
Yeah. Another question: the candles, do you glue them, or how did you keep them?
No, I didn't glue them. Since we cannot do gluing work at all, I just heated little bit the base and I just put it on the plate.
Okay.
Just so that they
I
don't
was like,
lose
how
it.
they holding so good? I was doing my thing, I didn't do that, and it was like falling down all the
It
time.
will fall, especially when you have these 8 cords, because you see 7 cords because of 7 chakra, and one it will all be all over the place. So I tied the cords first, and then one by one I stuck them. That was the easiest way, because since the plate is flat, I can't get a holder. But if I had a holder for all 7 and the 8 one, then they will naturally be in space.
Okay, thank you.
Can we keep above the salt, sir?
You can, but you don't need to. What, the crystals or the candle?
No, not this. During the cord cutting, now. Can we keep the?
No need. The candle itself is enough. The cord cutting picture which I showed you today, compared to what I did last time, is different. Last time was ancestral cord cutting or any problems. So usme we need salt, remedies, herbs and all that. That is Vika herbs. This is Vika candle spell. Vika candle for crystal healing. Chakra
No, for
balancing.
cord cutting also you said you should use some salt.
That is what I told you. No? Last time I did cord cutting, I put salt.
Yeah.
This is different. So that is Vika spell herbs associated with karmic cord cutting.
So we don't need a salt circle to be created just for the herbal
because the
one?
black candle suffices for everything in here.
And so you mentioned the 7 chakra candle. If we cannot do, we can just light a diya with an
That is during
intention.
Akashic healing. Yes.
Okay.
Sorry,
Okay.
it's crystal healing for the client.
Okay. For us, we have to do it this way only.
No. For them,
client
if you
also
don't
we
want
do,
to do
but
this, you can do diya.
okay. Perfect.
Anyone. This is just an additional that we are learning, right? As a form of Vika.
But this way, it's better we get to know which one was more affected and which one healed first.
Well,
It is a better way,
it's a
right?
good proof to show to the client actually. See, this is your condition.
True.
But then you have to make him sit that much, which means three chakra chais he is going to drink at your house. Three
Online is
chakra
better.
teas he has to drink. So he has
Online
to,
is
you're going to
better.
entertain him for 2-3 hours in your house then. So be careful, use small candles, not big ones.
Sure.
Okay.
And today's candles were trailers of Vika healing.
It is not a trailer, but it is the way, if one of the technique to do for a candle remedy.
Oh.
So for chakra balancing, actually.
No, in the movies and all now they show a trailer
the
before.
trailer is something. Yes. If you got attracted, you have to join that one, candle wala.
So
Yeah.
we can use
Thank
the
you,
birthday
Mr.
candles too. They'll be small for
Thank
the
you.
client.
But
Better we
color?
use that. Color we can
Color
make,
ke
like,
hisab
if
se.
we get
Yeah,
the
yeah,
molds,
yeah,
I think it's a
yeah.
better way that we make it on our own.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's good. If you have your molds, good.
And do you prefer like soy or and beeswax? Because
Anything.
when we discard in the nature, the paraffin or the other synthetic one won't dissolve.
Do. Very true. So it depends on you what you want to go for. Because here we are not thinking about environmental. Here we are thinking about energy.
Okay, got it, sir.
So we'll go. But like for me, I can either dump it in the bin or I can put it to the mother earth. But since it's all candle, there was nothing else incorporated like salt or
Got it.
kuch bhi, I will dump it in the bin.
Got it, sir. Thank you.
Yes, Miss Geeta.
So in addition to what Aarti was saying, can we also use the leftover wax for the next mold?
Of leftover wax for the next mold. You mean leftover konsa?
Yeah, ye jo,
This
the
one?
one that
No.
was, yeah.
This
No.
one
Better
has to be
So we
discard it.
discarded.
Throw it.
discarded.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. And also, sir, I have three people who has asked me to do cord cutting, including mine. So I have four cord cutting to do. Can I do it in one go, like 4 different plates?
4 different people. No?
Yeah.
4 different people mean 4 different setup of candle.
Setup of candles. Yeah. So 4 different plates, but can I do it at one time?
Yeah. You can do it.
That I can
Yes.
do. Okay, okay.
It's just that 4 different rituals needs to be prepared.
Yeah. So I'll have those 4 dishes and then 8 candles for 2 for each. And
Correct.
okay, I can do
Yeah.
that. Perfect.
Maybe the
So-
calculation part, we don't have time today to push it up. So what I'm going to do is the calculation part, I will have to, because it's already more than 2 hours now. So I think I can do the calculation in one of the next practice session. I can try to put it up again.
Okay.
If you want to do
calculation, sir?
numerological, that same numerological bracelet again.
Yeah. So one more thing, sir. In that
Yeah.
cord cutting ka thing, na,
Yes.
if in one family there are more people whom it does.
Sorry, Sashit, I'll stop you again. So my prediction went wrong.
Yeah.
The third eye one is still lighted up. Before that, we were demoting a sacral lit off. So crown, throat, sacral is done. So your third eye is still going on. Heart, though, I told you is going to take more time. Sacral, solar plexus, and root are at the last moments. But I guess it could be the reason that the wax is helping it to relight it also further. Sometimes that also works.
Yeah,
Because
it happens, sir.
to moisten the cord and finish. But we don't take that as science. But if you want to go through energy, we will say that, okay, this is the step it went through. So if you're making a report or something, you can add like that. Okay, there was a very strong energy on your throat. From throat, it went to crown. From crown, it went to sacral. From sacral, it went to throat, if third eye. If third eye, after that, you can say root, solar plex or root. Finally, heart. But if I'm saying now, finally, heart, maybe the heart will finish faster. So I don't know. So it depends. You look at the values. Yeah.
Which was really bad then?
Which one? Yeah. Really bad? Throat.
Throat chakra. Since it is still working.
No, it's finished.
It's finished, huh? Okay.
Yeah. No, that was really good. So really bad means, no, we cannot say really bad. Really bad means burn faster. So throat chakra. Yeah.
Throat chakra. Okay.
Yes. Who was it? Continuing? Nobody? Okay, fine. So by this, I guess we have come to an end. I'll see you all soon. You'll get your recordings already available. Yes, Mr.
Question?
Marian. Yes.
You didn't put a crystal for the black one, right? That's the candle.
The black one doesn't have a crystal.
Okay.
But you can add maybe a black tourmaline, but the black color itself was more than enough to again complete that section. So I didn't feel like putting one. I wanted for
And
7 chakras, 7 things.
do we put it in center? Then it will be hard to take out.
It will be hard to take out. That's why I don't want to put it. Black candle itself is enough, and the cords are enough to complete everything.
Sir, have you taken an aerial view of what your setup was along with the crystals?
I didn't have a picture of that one, but
Acha.
I can give you the end picture of burning.
And sir, when are you
Did
coming
you
up
did
with?
I
Yeah,
can
go
give
ahead,
you a
Marian.
video maybe. I took a video, so
did
maybe
you
that
uploaded the last video
is
from this?
already
I was
done.
looking for it.
Marian, you were in which group? Just okay. I'm just gonna stop this recording right now. Don't want to
Sure.
increase it further. What did we do the last time?